Hey guys, we're loading up and getting ready to head out to go elk hunting. My cousin Brandon's got a tag, his brother Corey's coming with us. We got the truck loaded up, fixing to leave Missouri and head west. Don't know what we're going to get into, but it should be a good time. We'll see y'all when we get there. You might be able to put that in that cooler, Brandon. Where's your bugle at? Let's hear it.
Do it again in front of the, you go, try it.
My cousins are a big reason why I started hunting in the first place. We grew up in a hunting family from a very early age. Our dads and uncles were taking us to the woods, and as I got older, my cousins were a little bit older than me, and they were getting into hunting. They were toting a video camera around, so I wanted to be just like them. Don't get to hunt together near as often as we used to. They each have families. Brandon actually has 5 kids, 4 of which are quadruplets, and they keep him and his wife Becky very busy. So this elk hunt has been in the makings now for several years leading up to this. All right guys, we finally made it to elk camp. This is a once in a lifetime hunt for us. Brandon's been waiting a long time to go out and go elk hunting. We're gonna try to help him get his first elk ever. Gonna be bow hunting for the next 2 weeks. We're right in the middle of the rut. It's September 10th today, right? We're setting up base camp right now. We've got a truck camp set up where we can just pull over on the side of the road, camp right there. Then we also have our backcountry set up that we can throw in our packs and go in case we need to go way back in for 2 or 3 days. My dad, my Uncle Ray, and our buddy John McMorris are coming in here in the next couple days like they did with my elk hunt a few years ago. They were some of our hunting mentors growing up, so it's gonna be really cool to have them in camp. And then Gregster's coming out here to help film and run around the mountains with us for a few days. So should be a lot of fun. We're ready to get after them. We're gonna finish setting camp up and then try to get out this evening before dark and see if we can find some elk. A little sleet come on.
A little bit.
Just spotted our first bull. Been raining all afternoon. It's cold, it's nasty, but we come to this high spot, try to glass him up this evening, and Brandon just walked over here behind this rock and spotted him pretty quick. I don't think we can get to him tonight, but it's good intel. Hear him? Mm-hmm. Over to the right, wasn't it? Hear him? Mm-hmm. That sounded like a sick bull.
Pretty cool that he answered me.
Yeah. That was an elk, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He sounds like he's ill.
Is he in the timber between here and that next meadow?
No, he's in this meadow.
Now I see an elk.
Yeah, way in the back. How many is there, Brandon?
2 or 3. But it's basically the first time that Corey and I have ever heard a bugle. So we've been waiting our whole life to do this. And so it's pretty cool. We've been practicing. And Aaron said to let out a road bugle. And I mean, we did it twice and he answers both times. Just screamer. Pretty cool. So, and it's kind of hard to tell, but you can look down in that meadow and you can see him out there. But it looked like him and a couple other elk. So, I mean, that's a good sign. It at least gives us a place to start. So.
I think there's more than one bull. That one's got a high-pitched bugle. The other one's...
Well, the one actually like chuckled. The other one's almost just like a really...
One sounded like it was farther to the left.
Yeah, me too. That's what I thought. It ain't far from the road, however.
Well, that's the only downfall is, you know, there's some campers around here, and I think they could probably hear him too if they're paying attention. So we might have some competition.
That's the end of the first day here, guys. We're in the tent now. We're getting ready to go to sleep. We got bulls bugling right here from camp. So if we get up in the morning and these bulls are still bugling or we keep hearing them through the night, we're going to go after them in the morning first thing. But now we got to get some shut-eye. Hear any?
It's just real distant.
Where?
Back behind us.
They clammed up pretty good once it got daylight.
Once them trucks went by.
We got all of our stuff on. Made coffee here at the truck, and while we were doing that, a car drove by on this road behind us. As you can see, we're camped just right here off this. Where was that one? I thought that was over there. I was just gonna tell y'all that we ain't heard one bugle over there since we got up because a truck drove by. But he just bugled in there just now. Sounded pretty deep. The louder he gets, the more people are gonna end up in there. He's in that timber somewhere. We'll let them get in their bedding areas, get comfortable, and then try to slide in there in an hour or two. In the meantime, we're gonna go see if we can glass some elk just up the road here. I slept great until that elk woke me up.
I tried waking him a couple times. You'd rustle around and say, "Aaron, did you hear that elk?" Nothing. He had no response.
How you doing over here, young man?
Not got too winded yet, but I don't want to bend over and stand up too quick.
You kind of curl the edge here, Warb.
Don't worry, we were much more shocked by the gas prices than we were the altitude so far.
Yeah, we had gas price sickness.
Ray said Walmart was an adventure. Hopefully we got elk bugling right out the tent again tonight.
Hope so. Oh, you seeing moose?
Yeah.
Seen bears yet?
Nope.
Yeah.
Dad and Ray and John McMorris just got here to camp. We just got back. They're setting up their wall tent back there. We're getting ready to go back out for the evening here for a couple hours while they're going to finish setting up camp. And then Greg should be headed over here hopefully in the next couple of days. But I ain't had no service to call him, so it's going to be a fun elk camp here for about the next week. Heck, we might even get into something tonight. You ready to pack meat?
Yeah, we're gonna pack it from the cooler over to the stove here.
Yeah, we can do that for you. You guys gonna try it again?
Yeah, we are.
Those shoes all right for the mountains, you think?
Yeah.
Well, if you get one, let me know when I'll send those guys up. Pack it out.
What do you want for supper tonight?
All good.
We've only got enough supplies for, maybe a month.
I'm pretty excited they're here. They're a lot of fun.
Probably pretty excited they're going to have a hot dinner ready for us too when we get back.
Yeah, you betcha. We've been sitting around listening to their stories and shenanigans for years and years.
As you can see, we're set up back here along the edge of this meadow, back here behind me. All dark timber this way. Last night, all those bulls that we heard from the road came out of this timber. So we just crept in here to the edge of it. We're hoping to hear one of them bugle from its bed or start bugling deeper in there before it gets dark, because they got out here to the edge of the field right at the end of legal light. But we're hoping tonight with great conditions that they'll start ripping in here well before dark and we can move to them, make a play on them before they make it out into this meadow. What's that? Where was it?
Straight behind. Did you hear it?
I heard a cow over there. No, there's a bugle. Bugle for sure.
It does have some person.
We just heard one bugle, we thought, right over here. It's coming crawling. Chipmunk that leaped on your leg. We probably only have like 10 minutes left.
If that.
There he was. Hear him. Hear him, Corey. Where was he at? That's gonna wrap up our first day of hunting. We're gonna go back to camp and get something to eat. We just wanted to bugle one time before we left. See if that bull... Oh yeah, he just bugled again. He's coming up that bottom of that valley there. We gotta get out of here before we booger him.
Oh, we just went to leave, and there's a truck had pulled in here where we're hunting. I mean, at the gate it said closed gate, so I think you can probably drive in here. But you would have thought maybe he wouldn't have since our truck was sitting there.
Apparently it didn't bother him. That's day one. Wish us luck tomorrow. Morning, guys. We just woke up. It's like 5 a.m. and we got a bull bugling like 300 or 400 yards from the camp here. He's been out there for the last few hours. We both woke up like 2 a.m. and you can hear him in there. Sounds like there's one more that's a little bit deeper. But we're gonna go ahead and get our crap on. Start heading in there after him, get the wind right, and see what we can do with him.
Just throw it out there and close up.
That was left. That was to the left, wasn't it? Right up there. Far. Second day off to a pretty good start, ain't it?
It is. We heard his bull bugle in the dark last night. It was probably 2 o'clock in the morning. We got up and there's not been any trucks go by camp, so we think that's helping us, but he's been in here bugling, so we're gonna try to make a play on him here.
I'm trying to get around him. We can go at him now too, I don't care. He's further than you think, but
Surely it's a bull and not one of those campers in there.
no, it's a bull, 100%. Yep, right there.
See him in that meadow, you think?
Probably. We were on that bull there at daylight. He was steadily working away from us, so we just tried to stay as close as we could to him without boogering him. The wind has been bad, though, for the most part the entire morning, so we've kind of had to hedge off of him a little bit. He hasn't bugled for probably a good hour now, so we're just sitting here listening, watching the sun come up and kind of waiting for these thermals to switch. Then we're going to get real aggressive and get down in there where we last heard him. What's that right there? The elk bed. Yeah. Probably laying there at night.
Looks good in here. There's not a sign. I don't know if they're here now, but you could definitely tell this is where they've been staying. Some old rubs in here. Pretty good one on that tree down there. Do you think we can go ahead and get to the bottom?
I think so. Just keep watching the wind.
I think you still go like this.
Probably just go straight down. I just heard a bull bugle, but I don't know where. I just heard one bugle. Yeah. I just don't know where. No, but what it answered the cow call, so it ain't as far away as you think. He wouldn't put 150 yards.
If that, when he was there.
I mean, I can see 100 yards.
The look on our faces when we all looked at each other.
Usually happens or something.
So I wonder where he come from. Wonder where he came from. That's where we came from. You never saw him? Like as soon as he bugled, did you look over there?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think he was still up on top.
Oh, okay. So he was up there in that bedding that we were walking through.
Like where that elk spooked and went up.
Could be. I don't know. I thought you were bugling. Because I turned around and looked, I was like, when did he get a bugle too? And I don't know, maybe I was too aggressive, but I wanted to get up there close to you. In case he come by. You know, if he come by.
Man, I don't think he could have seen us. If he didn't see us walk down, I don't think he would have seen us do that.
He could have just been following us down there too. Did he gobble to his cow call? Gobble? That's what. Did he bugle to his cow call? Or was it just like.
I think he had started calling.
He called me off, so.
But I was beating the heck out of that tree.
Yeah.
When he's doing it. I think you were starting to call then.
He just bugled one time. We were just working through this bottom, calling every once in a while, making little setups and raking, doing some light bugling. And then he just ripped one right here behind us, like 150 yards away. He just bugled the one time and that was it. It's what made me think that he was trying to get his cows and get out of here. I don't know, it's wind is swirly and funky in here. And it's not ideal, but oh well. It's going right at him right there. Yep. Just gotta keep going.
You gotta tell everybody at home what's going on.
All right. The boys had a couple changes in tactics about 5 or 5:30 this morning. Went to.
You can't say that on video.
He went to a different place. That was a rugged terrain. Cut. Walked till Corey got really tired. While they was doing all that, we was sitting back at camp listening to the bulls bugle right next to camp.
So you just heard it there, right straight from the horse's mouth.
I've been calling horses something before, but not mouth.
We got bulls right here next to camp. And we've already walked like 5-6 miles today, Corey, probably. We're gonna try to get in between them and that meadow that we hunted a few nights ago and see what we can do with them.
And we can't say the name of the meadow.
No, you can't say the name of the meadow.
It was just a rookie mistake.
You know, with that actor's strike going on, we had to get the best we could. Scrape the bottom of the barrel for an actor.
Yeah, you want to put on my hunting gear and go with him?
I'm saving up for the pack out.
Okay.
If Brandon does good, he'll get him to drop within 40 yards of the road.
Well, y'all just remember now, it's important to take your children hunting. But don't forget to take your dads and your grandpas and your neighbors that are a little elderly and have a little bit more trouble getting around.
And also,
You're welcome to come with us, Ray, if you'd like.
Well, now I was going to go this evening, but I got to watch John because he fell out of his cot last night. I'm afraid he might get hurt, so I need to stay with him.
My cot tipped over on me, so I won't be going this afternoon because I'm a little stiff after that fall.
When you get an injury from being in the tent, that's when you know that you're too old to go elk hunting.
Well, I had to be in the middle of the night, and we're on an incline like this, and I sat on the edge of my cot and it just flipped over and knocked me to the floor. And
You ready? Yep. It never fails. Whether we're hunting deer, turkeys, elk, you either find them like 5 miles back there, or you'll find them right next to the dadgum road where nobody hunts, because everybody drives past them. Hopefully they're in there and we can do something with them.
There's 2 bulls. There's the little one, the bigger one's back here to the left. I never seen the bigger one. Yeah. Right there, Corey. Look now. I can't see. I can't. I saw his body. Well, we were trying to go just look for some more elk, better sign, and some places we haven't been to yet. And Corey happened to look outside his window and saw a small bull, like a 3-point maybe. And so we just kept going so we didn't spook him. And we turned around and went back by, and there's actually 2 bulls, and there's actually a better bull with him. So we're actually going to go back down here and park and just see what we can do something with them. So, I mean, should we just go to camp and park? That way they know where we're at.
Camp's literally just right there.
That's the only thing I'm worried about is we got to be real careful with the back end and stuff just being loud. Which, I mean, it'd be no different if we were sitting at camp. We just did all that. Let's need to check the wind and see what it's doing.
If it's doing, yeah, we're good. Might just try to shoot one right here. Oh, that'd be insane.
See what that is down there. Get Corey behind us.
last time when he stopped and got a real good beat on us, he was looking right at us. Man, there's a lot of sign in here. Yeah. Let's see. The bigger one. Yeah. There's the bigger one. Basically, he was like down there behind a bunch of brush. And there's one opening I had right here. And I mean, it would have been 20 yards, and he started coming up it. And then so I stepped over to put to get ready. And Aaron said he turned one back left. And that's when we just started going with him. But then we were within 30, 40 yards of him that whole way up there. You spoke to him, or I'd say. The last time when we made that last move, we got up there and all we could see was his rump. But then he turned on a dime and he faced right at us. And when he did, we were still moving. When we snuck up there, he was close. I mean, you could just see his back legs. Yeah, as long as his head can't see you, you can go right to him. But that last time he spun, our cow called me, you were raking, and he had a beeline right to us. And I know he saw us move. He's just back out here lazy. There's a lot of sign. Basically, we saw those two bulls from the road, and we slipped up through there, and Corey got behind us and was raking, and basically nothing. We said, what do you think, 20 minutes?
Yeah, the
Probably
GoPro
20,
said
25
25 minutes we sat there. We were 200 yards from him.
And Aaron said, we could try to go at him. So we basically just tried going towards him, and we didn't make it very far at all, I don't think. And he cut off a bugle, and he basically, I think, whether he was coming around behind, like downwind or whatever he was doing, but he kind of skirted us to one side. I mean, when he bugled, he could have been 60 yards, I'd say. And he actually kind of come up in there towards us, and I mean, we had him within 35 yards. And then he kind of, it was just too thick. I mean, I had an opening to each side of him. If he would have went, especially to the right, that's where I thought maybe he'd come. But we're going to go try to find another one. That was awesome. I mean, that was cool.
Really wanted to get that one tonight. Brandon was pretty fired up about it because if we would have killed him, you guys could have came and helped us get him out.
Yeah, you're so fat, man. Could help carry
But no dice, he got real close. And as soon as we got back to camp, they told us they've been hearing one bugle right over here. So who knows what tomorrow will bring. Hopefully more elk.
You boys saw some elk then, huh?
We finally saw elk.
Ray thinks he saw a little bear cub or something.
Well, it was bigger than a squirrel, and I didn't say it was a bear cub. I just said it was bigger than a squirrel, and I didn't know what the hell it was.
Yeah. Once the embellishment starts, it's kind of hard to keep up.
I think it was a grizzly bear.
It was probably a grizzly bear, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's grizz. Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably 10 foot tall.
Yeah, I think he weighed about a ton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to try to
Oh,
catch
he's dragging an elk in his mouth. So
I figured it.
that's how big he was.